Maine, and the daffodils and magnolias are just starting to bloom. Last fall, we collected many magnolia seeds and stored them in plastic bags with sphagnum moss. These were put in the refrigerator all winter, and we took them out 2 weeks ago on April 1st. Looking inside, we can see some seeds are just starting to sprout. These are ready to plant, so we'll do this inside. We're going to start these seeds inside using a potting mix called Pro Mix. Put some in a pail and we'll moisten it slightly and mix it up until it's just slightly damp. We're going to start the seeds in 4-inch pots. We'll start them inside. We're going to put Pro Mix in and probably put 5 or 6 seeds in each pot. And again, we'll start them inside. We can see these seeds have just started to sprout. We're going to put them in the 4-inch pots, cover them with dirt, and watch them grow. We'll cover them with just a little bit of dirt. We'd like them down just about 2 or 3 diameters. Let's plant a few more. We'll put 5 or 6 in here. And again, just add a little bit of dirt. Okay. We'll give them a little bit of water just to get them going. Finally, we'll put them in an inside window where they'll get sunlight and they're warm. Once they get growing, we can move them outside, and in fact, we'll transplant them into 1-gallon pots. It's June 5th, and these little seedlings have now been growing outside in a protected greenhouse for about 6 weeks. Let's take a look. They've done really well. We've got 4 or 5 small magnolias in every pot. Pretty much complete success. The next thing is to move these into 1-gallon pots and let them stay outside for 1 year. I've been using a potting mix which is kind of a mix of 3 things. There's some Pro Mix, also some compost from our garden, and I like to include some moss, which seems to help the soil stay together better when you transplant, and also hold moisture. So we're going to pot up 3 or 4 magnolias. Judy Ann, one of the beauties of growing from seed is we can propagate magnolias that we can't buy in other places. So I put a mix of potting soil, Pro Mix, and moss in here. Let's do another one too. And we'll do 3 of these. Okay. Now here's a group of seedlings that we planted 6 weeks ago. Let's take a look. They've got great roots, and they really like the deep pots. I'll put 1 in each. Look at the roots. Yeah, they're just doing great. So we'll plant these in each pot. Okay, I like to also add a little bit of fertilizer. This is some slow release fertilizer just to get them going. And finally, I sometimes put a little bit of moss right on the surface. Finally, we'll give them a drink of water. We sometimes have a problem with slugs, which like to, eat the small magnolia leaves. So I've had good luck using a product called Bug Getter. And I put a little bit on right at this point. And these are now ready to go into a holding bed where they should do fine. This is our fenced holding bed. We have deer visiting quite often, so this little fence keeps them away. And some of these have been out here for 1 to 2 years. Some are brand new, but they all could be planted in the spring, either next spring or a year later. They grow just great.